if you are so inclined, you can reshare those videos out that you've recorded since March. So we're not looking for you to close those program activities or mark them as complete until August. So go ahead and reshare those, keep those public links live, survey links live, and I hope to send out the instructions. It'll be this week or next week with how to pull the information from those surveys and put them into your program activities. And at the same time, we'll send out the instructions for those. A lot of people, or some people, had some program activities that didn't have any survey responses. So we are going to move those over into an indirect activity entry. So you'll get two sets of instructions at the same time for those program activities that had no responses and those that did. So you can go through and move those as needed. So those will come out soon. Are there any questions on that? Okay. All right, Lacey.
Mine's just as a reminder, well, I guess, and a thank you. Thank you to everyone who filled out the PSC survey. We haven't received them from everyone, so if you haven't done that, please do fill it out. I'll be reaching out to everyone just to confirm and discuss what you have planned. Basically, we are just trying to follow really closely to the guidelines that we've committed to in response with COVID-19. And then also there's been a couple of requests budget-wise for a few items that I'll need to make sure that we can get those for you. But thanks to all who have filled it out, and I look forward to seeing them from those who haven't. And if you could do that today, it shouldn't take very long to complete. Thanks.
Thanks, Lacey. Jocelyn.
Hi. I feel like a broken record. I just want to remind everybody to put all of their information in the Google Calendar so Candy can promote any upcoming live classes. She goes in there and combs the Google Calendar and looks for any that say open Facebook Live. And then she will promote that on the statewide social media because anybody in the state could get on and watch your class. And so make sure you have that information there. And also, if you'll put the information in there correctly, then you get the bottom of your county newsletter. It'll say, this month, join us on Facebook Live, and it'll tell people in your county where they can go to watch you teach a live class. And that's direct ed if you can get them to fill out the participant surveys at the end. And if not, then it's an indirect education class, but you get credit for it in a different vein in pairs. If you have questions about the Google Calendar and how to make sure that you have all the pertinent information, there's an email that Casey sent out on March 25th. And then I've resent it a couple times. And then also if you need help, then you can talk to Amaya and she'll work with you on making sure that Google Calendar entry is accurate. And so just keep that in mind. That's a good way to organize your county activities. And if you have it filled out properly, we can help you market it because it's hard to get marketing done when you're all working from inside your house. I also want to remind everybody to get your Facebook monthly totals in. This would be just your posting and your indirect education shared. And I've had a couple people ask they've forgotten which column you're getting out of the Insights report on Facebook. It's column T, and that's impressions. We're catching the impressions on Facebook. And then finally, I just want to thank you. We're seeing so many of you going in and doing This Week in Social Media. There's lots of comments happening and shares, and you're doing a great job. It's something that you can do while you're working from home, and we appreciate all of your help as so many of you are trying to do what we ask on the weekly to-do list. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email or give me a call. Thanks.
And I'll just mention, I've noticed the counties that have their Google Calendar entries correctly and are being promoted by Candy, they have by far the most survey responses. And whether or not that's cause and effect is another discussion, but it can't hurt. So a couple that have a lot of survey responses are Juab County and Utah County. And I know Utah County has a really good record of reporting their putting their Google Calendar entries in correctly. So another just great marketing tool to make sure you're reaching those people with full education. Okay, Amelia.
All right. And yeah, with the Google Calendar, just if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. We can set up a time to go over it. And then just so everyone knows, any pending orders that you've been waiting for will go out this week, probably tomorrow and Wednesday, but it could take me into Thursday to get them all out. So if you're waiting for something, it should be on its way.
Thank you. Christy.
So I just want to give a shout out to all the counties that March and I will be going through the PAIRS reporting, just kind of scouring through that this week. And then we report back on June for the state office, kind of give that update to the rest of the state office. So just a heads up, if you guys would take some time, make sure that everything is up to date. Your Google Calendar is looking good. Those are all things that we look at. We look at success stories, we look at the Google Calendar, how many items are on the calendar, and as well as your direct, indirect, and partnerships. So we will start those county reviews on Monday next week. So if you guys can get them done as quickly as possible so that we have time to go through them, that would be appreciated. And then by this point, you should have submitted a new TA request for July through September. If you have not done that, just a reminder to get that done. And we sent out instructions maybe a week and a half or so ago for that. And that's all I had.
Maybe we can attach those to the scoop too, just so it's all in one place. Pretty good. Okay. Marcia, did you have anything to add or?
No, not this time. It is a new month, so enter your employee wellness program numbers if you want to be entered into the drawing for that. And just a reminder that our trainings this month are our 2 statewide on today and the 3rd Monday. And then we have an NNCP review on the 15th at 10 o'clock. So come ready to participate and have fun with that one.
Thanks, Marcia. Okay, are there any questions on any of those items before we go into social media and county sharing? Okay, all right, we'll turn it over to Candy.
All right, coming up the next couple of weeks on the blog is a summer food safety post and then create a smoothie. If you have any favorite smoothie recipes you want to send me to include, that would be awesome. I'd like to give everybody some really great options to try for smoothies. The newsletter is going to go out this week, so if you don't receive one by the end of the week, first check your junk in your email to make sure it didn't go there, and if you still don't see it, please let me know so I can double check we've got you on the list and on the correct list. And that's all I have today.
Great, thanks, Candy. Paola?
Okay, so every Tuesday I post something on the blog, on the Spanish blog, Create Better Health en Español. So I keep highly encouraging for all the people if they can just share it. And also the Facebook state page for the Spanish. Normally Mondays I post the recipe of the week, but every week I have a subject. For example, last week it was grains. So like a Monday I post a recipe with grains. On Tuesday I post like about grains on the blog. On Wednesdays I share normally some classes from the Spanish ambassadors. Thursday I do like a Spanish version of Thumbs Up. And Fridays I share the Kids Create thing. I translate everything. So the most part of the things that I do, I translate them from the Create Better Health blog and the Kids Create. So it's the same
ideas. It has the same guidelines, but it's just in Spanish. So I've seen a lot of people that it's been liking the Facebook page. So I appreciate it, even the English ambassadors. So thank you so much. And it's just information there. So I appreciate all your help. Oh, and this week I'm gonna do fruit and vegetables. That's gonna be the subject for all my posts this week.
Great, thanks, Paola. Okay, Hiram.
All right. On Friday, I released the planks video. I probably say this about most of the videos, but it was a really fun one to make. Go ahead and watch it. I am so appreciative to all of the ambassadors who submitted plank videos. Just for you to know, some of our ambassadors did planks for longer than a minute, and I thought that would be torturous to the kids, so I ended up speeding them up a little in the video. So if you did submit a video and you're like, I planked longer than that, you now know that yes, you did, and we all know it, so good job. Anyway, watch the video. I think it's a lot of fun. Like it, share it if you can, and then upcoming will be the grains video, which we did the survey for before. So look for that. Hopefully this week we'll have that out.
Thanks, Hiram. That was a really fun video. We have a lot of really strong people on our team, the people who were like not just planking, but doing all sorts of crazy things. It was quite impressive. All right, I've lost my agenda. Ashley.
No updates for me this week. Just thanks to everyone who's liking and commenting on our posts.
Thanks, Ashley. And Kate.
I don't have a lot going on this week. We're doing lentils today, even though I find them revolting. Other people eat them. So I'm going to do a post about lentils. Tomorrow we're doing a curry recipe from one of my friends from Sri Lanka that he was nice enough to share. And then I'm not sure what my other recipe for Thursday is. If you guys have ideas for lentils, send them, because I was traumatized as a child, I guess, and I haven't eaten them for quite a while. And then Saturday, I've scheduled some Saturday showcase posts, so keep sending me photos of people doing recipes or exercises or anything that comes from either Candy's blog or my blog or Hiram's videos, because you know any of the Kid Create and Captain Create things can go on the showcase. This is my not helpful helper, Eli. He cooks lots of recipes for me. Say hi.
Hi.
So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. I'm hoping to get called on a fire, but not until I get some of these blog posts written.
Great. And Kate, it looks like Mariana and Caitlin have both recommended a barbecue sloppy joe with lentils. And there's a link to the,
I
so
like that.
And then Melanie.
Well, we might have to try that.
Okay.
Look what we making.
Yeah, we're making dinosaurs today, not food, huh? Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kate, and your helpful helper. All right, we'll move on to county sharing. We're going to go with group 1 today. So if you just want to share what you've been working on over the last month or so, and any plans you have, that would be great. We have Beaver first, and Lorraine, our ambassador Keeley, left a month ago or so, and we have a new ambassador on in Beaver County, Lorraine. Lorraine, have you introduced yourself yet? I can't remember if you did the last time. Let's see if she's on, actually. I thought I saw her name.
I saw her. She was on.
Yeah. Okay. I think Cindy introduced her last time, but I'll check back. Maybe she had to hop off. But we'll move on to Box Elder.
Hello, good morning. This is Becky. So in Box Elder, Michelle has been really good with keeping up with the Facebook posts for us and posting some fun stuff, a lot from the blogs and the Create Better Health website. And we've both been able to start going to the community garden here in Brigham City, alternating weeks and just weeding right now and just getting ready for the produce to start coming on soon. And I've just kind of been working on box recipe updates, updating those to the new template, and there's like thousands of them. So anyway, that will be done someday. And that's what we've been working on.
Great, thanks, Becky. It sounds like Lorraine is back on. Lorraine, would you like to introduce yourself or give us an update from Beaver?
Yep, I can do that. So I'm just still doing training stuff since we have not been doing face-to-face, which is kind of a bummer because we just had 4-H camp here, and there was a bunch of activities set up throughout the summer for our 4-H with me to do. But I've just been doing training down here and waiting for this COVID stuff to pass and trying to keep up with everything. Some of the stuff I just don't understand all yet, but I'll get to it. So.
Great, thanks, Lorraine. It definitely is an odd time to come on board. So thank you for your patience and hopefully your perseverance. Okay, Cash.
Hello, this is Laura. Here in Catch, we have the 8 live video lessons in Spanish already published on Facebook, and we have 5 lessons in English published on Facebook. The families at the community garden have been taking care of their plots, and they are harvesting already some radish, zucchini, and cilantro. And at the farmers market, we have received donations for 72 pounds in products that have been delivered to the food pantry. And once we delivered 26 pounds to the refugee and immigrants fair. Is what we have.
Great, thanks, Laura. And just for those of you who don't know, they're doing the buy produce for your neighbor here in Cache. So if you're interested in doing that, reach out to Lacey, and then you know, we use Cache to answer some questions too, just because they've successfully implemented it for 2 years now. So can be done. Okay, carbon, Heather. Not sure if Heather's on today. Or Christina, do you have any updates you'd like to share? Okay, I don't see either of them. Davis.
Okay. All right, I think that's working. All right, so for Davis County, we've been working hard on our summer plans. So we're going to be doing, starting this week, we're doing some farmers markets. So on Thursday, we're doing buy produce for your neighbor, setting up that booth to do, and then we're doing that this week, and then we'll do that this month. And then we're also going to be doing, picking up garden produce from some local gardens and donating it to the Bountiful Pantry. So those are the 2 main kind of things we're going to be doing PSC-wise over the summer. And then we're also going to be doing a Create Farm Fresh class on Facebook. We're going to be starting to record that this week and putting it up over the month of July and August. So those are kind of our plans. We're excited for them. So.
Great. Be sure to get that on the Google Calendar so Candy can send that out with your July newsletter. All right. And congratulations on your baby. Are you just recently back, Rachel?
Yes, I just got back. I got back in June and helped with planning, but okay. First time to do classes and stuff. So.
Yeah, fun. Okay. What's your baby's name?
Eliana.
Oh, cute, pretty. Congratulations. Yeah. Welcome, Eliana. Mm-hmm. Okay, Duchesne. Okay, I don't see Yvette or Mercedes. Barbara, Emery. Oh, you're muted, Barbara.
Now?
Yep.
Okay. I think we've been doing some kind of fun things, even though it's all in a different way. We are having a live video once per week, and I am reading a book, and then trying to relate whatever foods in the book to something that could make. We're really stressing families cooking together, preparing meals together. Last week we did. I read the tale of Peter Rabbit and showed them how to make a vegetable bouquet and some appetizers and little terracotta pots that you could have for the 4th of July. The week before that, we did one on beans. Martha saves her parents from the green beans. That's a really fun story. And then made the bean salad out of just canned beans, and also showed them how to make pickled beans, refrigerator pickles out of beans, and carrots. I showed you how to do with carrots too. So every week it's a different story. It's not fun food and reading. It's just a reading program, as the counties really tried to promote to have kids still read through the summer, since their story hours and everything have been canceled. They still are. I've been really excited about the response that we've received from a lot of parents that now I did have an adult reach out and say they made the bean salad first and best bean salad he'd ever eaten. He had tried some at restaurants. The recipe that we found had just very little sugar and no oil in it.
Barbara, it's
and I think everyone really seemed to enjoy that. We have been able to get some food from the
Amalia, can you turn off Barbara's video to see if that will help her?
Chris has been delivering that with the recipes to 3 families that we have in Green River. I prepare the recipes, and the food bank makes sure that we have the food, and then she takes it down. So those families who are participating down there with her drop-off 4-H project have been able to have some food experience, and they've really enjoyed that. We have had the Bishop's Storehouse, the LDS Bishop's Storehouse has had us prepare recipes of just different basic things to put in their order boxes. So we've been doing that pretty much since COVID started. We are preparing some weekly for the food bank. Now, last week they got 25-pound bags of rice, and they're having a lot of trouble getting rid of them because nobody wants 25 pounds of long cooking rice. So we prepared recipes, different things, salads, hot meals, cold meals that you can make out of rice. So even though we're not seeing a lot of people, I spend a lot of time talking to people on the phone, which is a conflict with anybody. I did talk to a lot of people some this morning. Produce is barely coming on. We've talked about donating. Excuse me.
Great. Thank you, Barbara. We're having a hard time hearing you now, but thank you for that update. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's move to Iron County. And
we're working with people who have gardens to try and donate to the food bank or put it at the local post offices or the stands that have had food in the past. That's what we're doing.
Great. Thanks, Barbara. Iron County, Lauren or Abby?
So I just finished my training, and I agree with Lorraine. It's an interesting time to join and just trying to keep up with things. I know that a community garden has recently started here in Cedar City, and so I'm going to see what efforts and we can do there. And going to try and work on our social media page. And I'm not really sure what else Lauren has been doing with the English speaking community, but I want to try and at least get a couple contacts there within the Spanish community and start building my base there. So
great, thank you, Abby. Juab County, Laurie.
There we go. It's unmuting. Having all kinds of problems today. Good morning, everybody. I'm just doing Facebook Lives, and I started a new quick tip thing on how to do vegetables a little better with seasonings. So hopefully we'll see how that goes. And then I've been going through some old files that have been in the office, and I'm on my last box. And then I hope to go through my my box on USU and get that hopefully a little better. It'll probably take me to the end of the year to get that done. But anyway, thanks.
Great, thanks, Laurie. That's a good reminder. If you have any surveys or those class rolls from classes pre-COVID, please make sure you get them up to the office. I know the click rate, so the open rate for the newsletters that get sent out to that list of people who sign up for our newsletters is really, really high, and it's a really great way to market classes and continue getting information to those participants. So if you have any of those hanging around, please send them up to our office when you can. Let's see. All right, moving on to Kane. I don't see Brittany or Elizabeth on. Oh, I see Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you have any updates?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've got Brittany here with me. So,
great.
Yes, we're here. So I've just been keeping up with social media and gearing up for the fall. I started doing a newsletter for the library since I wasn't able to teach my usual food, fun, and reading. So I started, it's kind of like a little newspaper. It's called Healthy Kids Today. And there's just a little blurb of what I would have been teaching that week in food, fun, and reading. and like an activity and a recipe for the week and a little coloring page. But the library has loved it. They gave me a whole bulletin board to decorate, and they have all vegetables and healthy books that are displayed by that bulletin board. So it draws a lot of attention. They had me type up a biography about myself and the job that I do. And so that helps get my name out there also. But I've been doing printing 50 of the little newspapers each week, and they're all gone by the end of the week. So I'm going to start bringing a few more. So I'm getting some good traffic there. And the county asked me to do a recipe and an article to go out to all the people that are on Meals on Wheels. So they get that each week too, and that's getting our target population. And I'm working on getting a PSE going. So hopefully that we'll have more information for next month. But yeah, we're staying busy.
Great. Those are some really, yep, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, you and I probably have the same thoughts. I'm super impressed with the work that you guys are doing, reaching out to your agencies and partners and making sure those relationships are strong and healthy. And we're all in the same position having COVID. Most agencies and partners cannot be out and about as well. So we appreciate you making the extra efforts to make that happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. And on the call today, we've heard some creative ways that our ambassadors have been able to meet the needs of the agencies and our audience. So if you come across that, if you reach out to your partners and they say, hey, could you do something like this newsletter that Brittany's doing, and you're not sure if you can or not, just reach out to us and we'll let you know. We'll give you the green light on a lot of things right now, as long as we're reaching our target audience and keeping our programming fidelity in place. So hopefully you've got some good ideas today. Laurie or Barbara talked about setting up some phone hours so people can call in with questions. So I think as COVID just continues to go on and will continue to go on into the foreseeable future, we really need to be thinking about how we can continue the strength of our programming moving forward. Now that this is not just a couple of months, it's likely going to go on for quite a while. So think about sustainability and the best way to move forward in your county, and always reach out to us with ideas you have. All right, let's move on to Millard County.
Hey, this is Mariana. I've been doing the food, fun, and reading videos and posting them to Facebook, and then the libraries, I send them the link and they will put it on their Facebook page, because I know Delta's library is still not open, so they don't have the traffic of people coming in. I've also started to create farm fresh foods, and I've done 2 videos now where I've posted those. I got permission from the hospital where they have community gardens over in Fillmore to post a sheet or a flyer that has all my links on it to the Great Farm Fresh Foods, so people can go through it and see those links, and then if they want to go in and watch the videos. So we're just going to post that on I guess with tie downs or whatever on their fence, so people can see that flyer and then go and try and find the classes that way. I did some indirect activities with sourdough. We did a sourdough starter recipe and sourdough bread, and then a whole wheat sourdough pancake that I just put as an indirect activity. And I've been doing the Create My Plate videos twice a month. So
Great, thank you, Mariana. I love your videos. They're great. And I always love your display in your kitchen. It just looks really welcoming and inviting, but it has our stuff all over, so it's really well done. All right, there's just a couple of questions in chat. Becky asked if we can send out a sample or a file of the library newsletter and paper. Yeah, we can absolutely work on that. Brittany, can you send us what you've been doing?
Yeah, I can.
Great. And then Kathy asked, are there plans in the mix to help us prepare for remote lessons for classrooms? Yeah, absolutely. We'll be working on that over the next little while. Because we likely will not be back in person in a lot of classrooms. I know at least up here in Cache County, one of the districts, no outside agencies are going to be allowed in, and I suspect that probably will be the case for a lot of schools. So we will be working on some plans for how you can do remote lessons in schools for those who are interested. Okay, and our last county today is Paiute, if Makisha's on.
I'm here. We are just doing the social media stuff, and that's about it. We don't have much going on right now, so just trying to keep up with social media.
Thanks, Makisha. Heidi, do you have anything you want to close with?
I do. I just want to thank you guys. I know this is a hard time, like we mentioned before, and I wish things were different, but I still appreciate how you've dug in and continued to work hard at your jobs. It's evident. We can see it in pairs. We can see it in the time that you're spending on your job. So we're able to get good glimpses of what's happening on social media. And those of you that are doing that work, we appreciate it. I know we've had others reach out who might not feel as comfortable or need a few more hours. And so we've had some projects happen that way too. So always feel free to reach out to us. There's our doors are open, our cell phones are open. We're able to try to meet needs that we can in a way that is responsible. When it does become an opportunity for us to be able to meet face-to-face again, we hope that what we're trying to do is minimize risk for FNS, for USU, for your counties, for yourselves, and to make sure that you're safe as well as those that participate in our programming. And so because we can educate the way that we are, we're taking extra precautions so that others, like county faculty that might need to be out doing more work, can do that. So please feel free to reach out and just continue to talk to us. We appreciate you greatly. We talk about every county each week, and we talk about how we can help and what your needs are. So thank you.
All right, if there aren't any other questions, we'll close today's meeting. And can someone just, I know we have a county review with Elizabeth and Brittany. Do we switch over to another account or do they just stay on?
No, it's the same number. Are you ready to keep going or do you want to take a little break?
If you're talking to us, we're good.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just stay on this one.